Shawn, something right before we hit the record button. You were basically alluding to the fact there's never been a salesperson alive that wants a quota, that wants to be commission, compensated based on commission, right?
That's right.
So tell me about how you train and you mentor your sales team to have a longer term focus. Because I imagine they're coming from different organizations where they've had quotas. There's a mentality, there's a mindset, right? That has to be dramatically changed. But you tell me, like, how does that process work?
We we make a pretty hard distinction between sales and business development. The former being, I think, more akin to what you described before, where I have a product that I'm going to sell, and once the sale is done, I walk away and someone else deals with, servicing that client in whatever capacity. Business development to us is about establishing a long-term relationship. And the way that we structure the team is not just a salesperson closing a deal and then handing off to CS. In fact, we overlap those functions such that when we do get to the starting line with a partner, we stack an entire team against that deal that includes the BD person. You don't walk away. You're still part of the deal. You are the relationship manager responsible ultimately for the business side of that relationship. There's a dedicated CS person or people who have ultimate tactical control over the relationship, product, engineering, marketing. Something we haven't touched on yet, but now is a good time, as good a time as any, is that under Tristan, there is also a partner marketing group that does nothing but help apply best practices and other learnings to each of our partners from the many dozens of other partners we have to make them more successful. So rather than having a serial relationship between our departments, we have a much more cohesive, overlapped relationship, and we work as a team to make our partners as successful as they possibly can be. To your point about commissions, what that means is that for the BD people that work directly with me on my team, we are incentivizing them in the long term. I guess that's the best way to put it. There is no monthly or quarterly quota, even annually. We don't think of our deal cycles in terms of quotas. We don't want a certain number of deals. Yes, Tristan and I, along with our CEO, Jordan, are looking at revenue, right, as a goal. That's completely rational. But the way that we get there is much more of a, I guess in sales terms, it's much more of a slow dime than a quick nickel, right? And so the comp plans for everyone involved in generating revenue looks more like long-term incentives, stock options. Yes, there are bonuses. Those bonuses are largely subjective. And one of the subjective criteria is, as Tristan mentioned, the quality of the deal, not necessarily the quantity of the deals that you closed.